Welcome back, everybody, to a Game of Thrones. You're probably wondering, why are we not mid-game? Well, it turns out one of the mods I had thrown together in my massive Game of Thrones-based mod pack caused a lot of issues. Basically, it was actually very similar to the Shadow Emperor series, which let me track it down quite quickly, or the Blood Emperor, or whatever the hell it was called. It was spawning in a ridiculous amount of characters, which unfortunately meant that the save game was completely bloated beyond it being useful, to the extent that it would crash 6 months whenever I loaded into the game. So I've had to make a new save game, and I've had to purge that mod. Not only that mod also added a bunch of traits as well, so I've had to go for a full, fresh save game here. But I've caught us back, I think, up to the point that we were at before. More importantly, the game is now stable now, so it actually runs at a decent speed so that we can catch back up to where we were before relatively easily. It means we don't have to spend months and months and months sitting around waiting for plots to fire or anything like that, because we can, well, we still obviously have to spend the same amount of time in-game, but not so much in real life, so we can get more into a single episode, which I'm alright with. What I've done then is I've caught us up to roughly where we left off in kind of around a quarter of the way through yesterday's episodes. We've lost a bit of progress. As you can see right now, George Riddle Ronald Martin has no kids whatsoever. He's also 62 rather than 67. However, for the most part, everything's the same. Daenerys is still tragically in love with him. She got different education this time, though. Daenerys is still tragically in love with him. We've still got our links from the Citadel. We're still working our way up through there, but haven't really got too far into it. We have, this time, though, not written any books yet, and I wanted to leave in the first book that we have written here. I was actually very tempted to do a fresh series restart, like go back to episode 1, but I thought, no, you know, we've already done enough progress. We can catch back up to it. So we got A Clash of Spring. What was that one do again? A novel written by famous author George Martin, which takes a strange divergence from the prequel regarding winter and instead focuses on the harrowing nature of spring, unlocks targeted decisions to spread vicious rumors about a character. We got the ability to throw a plot twist at someone, hence why it swaps from winter to spring there. Look, these names, I had to come up with a lot of things off the top of my head here. Cool. Okay, well, that was probably one of the better ones to get. Now, I should also point out our kills are the same. We've killed Eddard, we've killed Loras. The only difference is, this time around, I was caught killing Eddard and not Loras. So the Tyrells don't give a fuck about us, but House Stark do. They are very, very angry with me. Sansa, Arya, and Robb all demand vengeance against me there. So you got to be a little bit careful about that. Apparently also Bran Stark inherited Harrenhal? I don't know why. Anyway, we've got to be very careful about that. But besides that, like I said, House Tyrell, we got away with murdering Loras. But besides that, everything is basically the way it was before. We're still back to level 1 in the scientists from our studies. And Daenerys is just about to give birth to. So I thought it was a good place to pick it up where we got a book. And she's about to have Babby be formed. Alright then. What else was there worth mentioning? Oh, we had the same stuff happen. So, like, he became a knight. He had that trait where he gains stress but loses everything else. But if you do your studies at the Citadel, well, apparently you can lose stress anyway. So he lost that one. We're basically exactly back to where we were, besides a few kids. That's the only difference here. Right, cool. Do we want proud or do we want humble? I think we want to be the most humble, unassuming, charitable, kind man there ever was. But in the background, George stirs. And George kills. George murders a daughter, Solana Martin. Well, this is where we go back to where we were before, and we call her Eddardina, I think I called her. Eddardina Martin. Of course, we're going to name all of our kids after the people that we end up tragically murdering. We'll go back to etiquette. I think I said this about the last one as well, but we'll go for etiquette so that we can try and marry her off. Maybe get some good diplomatic marriages there. We're patient and humble, and we're erudite now. Honestly, I think we're the better educator here. Now, bear in mind the Game of Thrones education works different to base game CK2 education in that it's based purely on learning, or mostly on learning, for what I understand. I need to go and look through the files again and remind myself exactly how it works. But learning does give a bonus to it, which is why when the kids turn 10 or 12 or however old it is, you get the option to spend X amount of gold to change their education or give them bonus points to learning, or not spend any gold and it saves the money, but they lose points in learning, obviously affecting their education there. Besides one mod that will remain nameless, almost every other mod I've been able to keep for this particular mod pack, so we still have access to all the crazy extra buildings, all the crazy new decisions, and everything else that we get to check on with our mod, and of course my crap that I've added as well. I've also I also did the Intrigue study twice as well to make sure that we were almost perfectly in line with our last playthrough as George there. So, hey, fingers crossed we can just blitz along as if nothing ever happened. If I'd not mentioned it, some of you might not have even noticed. Oh, here we go. My lord. Now, we failed this last time, don't forget. My lord, I have a proposal which might interest you. An old letter detailing possible locations of scholarly writings. We have had this quest before, but nothing happened. Oh, there it is. Again, the 50 gold for the 61% chance of the 1,000 knowledge. Now, we are friends with a lot of people in the Citadel. It turns out every time you study at the Citadel, there is a chance that during your study you can become friends with people. We're almost with everybody in House Stark. Rickon, Brandon, all of Eddard's kids there. All of Ned's kids. Wow, shit. Okay, that could be worse in some ways. I don't know, I feel like House Tyrell is a bit more influential, a bit more, you know, they've got the money to follow through on their threats, whereas House Stark, they're all the way up in the north. They're basically in a different country. Why the hell would we care about them? So we've made friends with 3, 4, 5 Archmaesters right now, including the leader of the Citadel there, I forget the yeah, it's a county of Archmaesters, then you have, what is it, the Grand Maester serves on the Iron Thrones Council. We don't talk about. Oh! Remember, we became dishonourable for one of the murders. This time it was Eddard, but last time it was Loras. Either way, as long as the balance is still there. Master Duncan has managed to remove our dishonour. Cover up the fact that we murdered. We've managed to convince the people, basically, that no, we did not kill Eddard. I have no idea what you're talking about. Should we go and attend a joust? There's always a chance you get some stat bonuses from a joust as well, so we're going to check that out. +1 stewardship. There you go. Bang on. I really love the fact this works so much faster now that we haven't got thousands of characters spawning in constantly. This is good, because it means, again, we can catch up. We've constantly got new things to do. We're constantly being thrown new things by the game there. Daenerys. Daenerys Hacerasis. Could you have Babby be formed again, if you don't mind? Milk of the Poppy. What does that do? Removes... Oh, stressed and depressed. Right. Opium, basically, right? So there we go. We've got our plot to his power. So I suppose what we should be doing now, as a diligent George Wood, is what the hell happened in Dorne? Daeron Vaith? What happened to the Martells? Ariane, father, Dorne, drowned in wine. On the order of King Robert, he drowned him in wine? I wonder what he did wrong. Well, he must have done something to warrant an execution, because he's not a tyrant and he's not dishonorable. So he had a righteous execution against Dorne. He must have raised up a rebellion or something. To be honest, I didn't even notice it was going on. Very weird. So now it's Daeron Vaith in charge of Dorne. He looks very noble. He looks like a very noble, stalwart man. And despite the fact he's got quite a good education, he's apparently shit. To be honest, I also noticed that with Daenerys. Despite the fact that she is an elusive shadow, she's only got 5 intrigue. She's like really not... Have they changed educations at all? +6, +2? I think it's about the same, isn't it? I don't remember. It's not too important anyway. I was kind of hoping that hers would come out a lot better than that, based on the fact that, of course, she is you get half your spouse's traits added to your own. So for our assassinations, that would have been a lot better if she wasn't quite so shit. But never mind. We'll see what we can do to sort that out later on. Undermine my rule. Certain factions are there now. I wonder if we could this time fabricate a claim on Stokeworth. Try and get ourselves upgraded there. Can we still make the Assassin's Guild, or was that one of the mods that I removed? Apparently we don't have that option anymore. That's a real shame. Lady Tanner's opinion of George. Sure. If we do that and then follow it through, if we then start a faction, what happens there? Oh, we can only start Liege Loyalist. I assume she won't mind about that too much. And honestly, what's the downside in doing it? You know, we'll defend our Liege in the case of rebellion. To be honest, I'm alright doing that and making her like us more. That's fine. He's also joined it too. Look, we've got a powerful faction going on here. The point is, we're doing a little bit of intrigue. We are running that faction in the background. Write another novel then. Here we go. Book 2. Bear in mind we never actually finished Book 2 in the last iteration. Hiccups, please. In the last iteration of George, so round 2. Won't take long, I'm sure. There are some other quite useful books I'd like to get. This one is pretty good. Any of the ones that give claims to our kids now would come in handy. You know, we've got one to actually help us with our plots. Speaking of which, I went to look for some plots now. I got distracted. What about some of the members in... To be honest, the most sensible one it would be to destroy now would be House Stark thoroughly. Bearing in mind that House Stark have it out for our blood too. Will make sense to try and wipe out these guys first. We've got 83%, or sorry, 81% against Robb, 80% against Sansa. Jon Snow was killed by Harris Icemark. Some dude? He's not even anywhere. Oh, he's part of a mercenary band. Oh, wow, I wonder what the hell happened there. So Jon Snow is dead of all things. That's Harry Strickland, nice. Wow, okay. Oh, what about Arya? 126 to kill Arya. Alright, let's do it. And bear in mind, if we were struggling for that anyway, we could just hit it with the plot twist, spend the inspiration on that, however much it happens to be. 10 inspiration, weaken her up, get her killed. Alright, Ramsay wants to join. Of course he fucking does. Oh god, is this the type of person we're being? George R.R. Martin. Wait, Liana? Oh, it's a random Liana. I was going to say 16. Making friends with Ramsay Bolton of all people to try and slay Arya Stark. Wow. Theon wants in? Theon Greyjoy? Why? What have they done to him that he wants... Foreigner? Deceitful foreign rumors? Foreign religion, vicious rumors? I don't know. Friend plus 100. Some reason Arya's pissed off Theon to the extent that he wants her dead. Hey, I'm fine with that. Any noble blood going our way is good noble blood. What do you want? Duncan of Rosbu. So we could pay 5 gold. He gains 40 prestige, a new house name and a coat of arms. Sure, we'll do that. It doesn't really affect us at all, does it? Whoa! You're not kidding. That was a novel surprise. He's already finished the friggin' book. Okay, the Bastardian Candidate. Okay, what does that one do? A political novel written by George Martin about a young bastard who's trained to become an unwilling assassin for a rival dynasty who previously saw loyalty to. Then her dragon melted the big chair. God, I'm so fucking funny all the time. Unlocks the title decision to claim a county for a random bastard. So, to capitalize on that, of course, we would have to get out there and... Well, get out there, really. Go and meet a load of loose ladies. Or maybe loose by the time George is done with them. And then... press a load of claims for bastard members of our dynasty, set up a load of cadet dynasties. I thought that'd be kind of a cool idea, because then we could start claiming random places. You know, High Garden, King's Landing, wherever. Start building realms for our distant dynasty members. I thought that'd be kind of a fun playthrough, but we can get the other book as well. Slightly more inspiration to use the power, but for our legitimate dynasty members. So maybe if we get some sons who aren't likely to get land, we could do it on their behalf. Oh, shit, we failed again. Oh my god, and instead of friends, we're now bitter rivals with Archmaester Rigney. Or not. Sorry, Rigney. We're rivals, but it just hasn't changed yet. Alright, Ramsay Bolton. I will write about your deeds. What happened to Roose? They're clutching at his heart. Well, I feel like Ramsay has many nefarious ways of killing people off, but magically giving them a heart attack is probably not one of them. Unless he jumped out from behind a door or something. Boo! Kills him dead. Okay, I'll write about his deeds. Yeah, I think we could probably win him over. 15th softened. Is he in? We could kill Lady Paramount Eye of the Vale. Oh, she moved court and people do not like her. Why? Because she's selfish, she's proud, she's wrathful. She's not a likable person at all. And more to the point, she's got 1 diplomacy. Fucking have her. Oh my god, we might be able to take out Arya Stark. She married, oh, that's a bit weird. She married her cousin, obviously, Robin Arryn there. Well, let's send our better... Who's the best spy master? 12. Alright, I just wanted to make sure that our automatic spy master here was pretty decent. Send it to the Eyrie. Now, we do have a really, really good Marshal at arms here. I'm going to sack you, replace you with him instead. Let's get you training some troops, just in case of peasant revolt. Not really much of a reason for that, to be honest. So what have we yet to learn? So we've got astronomy, geography, ravenry, coin, warcraft, metallurgy, peoples and cultures, castles and architecture. Time and seasons, then. Let's do it. Bit of help, fucking George, to know about any sort of time management. I will grant him a knighthood. Give this guy a knighthood. Costs us nothing due to a high Marshal. 12? I was going to say, I don't... George doesn't describe me as a particularly knightly man, but that's okay. Sure. There we go. Or we could bestow a noble title on him. Give obviously the 5 gold there, but this one is free. And we could still do the noble title later on, so I'm absolutely alright with doing that one. Cool, okay. Our Master at Arms immediately left court. Appreciate that one. Let's also start collecting taxes. What I want to do this time around, rather than getting too distracted here. Oh, God. Show our favour. What I want to do... Oh, Peter Baelish. Peter, in brackets, Chaos as a ladder Baelish, has joined our plot to kill off Arya. Fight every battle. All at once. In your mind. Sansa. Okay, let's do it. Let's kill her dead. Nice work, Peter Baelish. And, more importantly, my friends, Arya Stark has been slain. And there is George, cackling as he wears his crown. Gain 2 learning, inspiration increase, and more health. I wonder what he's going to live to at this stage. Like I said, in base game Game of Thrones, George R. R. Martin starts with 8 health because I guess he's an older character and they want people to notice, or it's a fun little Easter egg, whatever reason they've got for doing that. So we've already got that, plus the... What's that, 3 kills now? 3 actual kills against noblemen. Oh, shit. Okay, we might be on a mission to wipe out the Stark dynasty, who we basically have a blood feud with here. 81% to kill off Robb Stark. Unfortunately, that one is less likely to go through. Bearing in mind, though, let's move our Spy Master over there. Actually, let's see if we can recruit a better Spy Master. Well, the current one has 12 intrigue. Let's see who we can dig up here. Join Corps, preferably. Valar, Master at Arms, is 21. Wow. Okay, yeah, let's get him on board. Holy fuck. Why are all these people wanting to join our court? No idea why everyone wants to join us. I thought for a second then, like, we had some sort of strange... One of the mods have made it so everybody wants to agree to everything we do, like, yes, man. But nope, because obviously no one wants to join our freaking plot. It's just everybody wants to come to the court of George. I mean, obviously not everybody. I've got it set to join court, yes. Oh, wait, you fucking idiot. I saw how... What a moron. I saw how either intrigue scores were, and I was like, hang on a minute, everybody wants to join our court. But no, it's just a lot of people want to join our court. Sure, in that case, let's go ahead and get ourselves the greatest courtiers man can buy. That was Howland Reed then. Join me. My god, we're going to have an incredibly good council. Shit. I don't know why we're so beloved this time around. I mean, or this time. I should stop saying this time around. It's basically identical. Right, okay. Look at this council, though. Holy shit, a game changer right there. 10.5% additional plot power. Fantastic news. Let's get you... might as well start training troops. You perform statecraft. Do with a better Castellan, couldn't we? So, obviously, the Castellan stewardship is a bit misleading. Any skills are good for the Castellan. And it'll affect what you do. So if you haven't ever seen the round, the chance of your, say, domain being improved will be based on their stewardship, but the chance of special tithe collected, okay, that's stewardship, it's not really the best one. Plot uncovered at the bottom there, so that'll obviously be based on intrigue. What do we want? I want gold right now, so having two very good stewardship characters potentially gathering tithes in our realm, so obviously our regular steward and then also our Castellan also potentially gaining tithes would be incredible if we want to... build up Rosby as fast as possible. This guy's a suspected kinslayer. I will give you a second chance, Master Gowan Sarwick. Don't disappoint me. I don't know why this time we're a big piggy. I'm not sure I like that. I don't like the implications there. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. We've got 96.2. With 96.2. We've got, obviously, a Spy Master there as well. So here is where we want to bring out the plot twist. Oh, he's already got vicious rumors. Shit. Well, someone's already beaten me to it here. So, obviously, with the spy on, one of the options with the intrigue focus is to eventually be able to spread false rumors about them, which lowers everyone's general opinion. This book allows us to bypass that, but obviously costs our George points instead, which was a close second place for inspiration. Okay, never mind. Okay, I guess we could try and kill Brandon. Killing anybody, or potentially succeeding in killing anybody is better than killing just, obviously, the head of the dynasty. I don't give a... What did I click on there to go over there? Anyway, Sansa? Shansha? 85. Alright, let's try and kill Shansha start then. Where's she? She's not in Winterfell. She is in Last Hearth. Who's she married to? Brandon Umber. A good marriage. Okay, let's get you. We'll move our Spy Master up there then. When can we shift him over? First to 6th Moon. Oh god, more scholarly writings. Go on then. This is a 25 gold for 300 knowledge. It's worth it. I can't believe we failed it twice. That sucks. Okay, Sansa, what can we do to you? Okay, we got a couple of courtiers there wanting to... Oh! Dane Neresis is Perganant. Apparently he was killed by Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. We're going on a hunt with Ramsay, which you know how those things go. I was trying to sway him over still. 85.6%. But if we move our Spy Master over there and maybe spread some vicious rumors about Sansa. Breastfeeding child. Oh, she's already had 2 kids. Shit. Stark Dynasty carries on. Right. Go ahead and throw that out there. Then we'll see if anyone else is willing to join the plot. Oh, what? So Valar died. Our good Spy Master. I guess someone caught him and assassinated him. Bollocks. Cynical for the +2 intrigue. Or we go for diplomacy to try and convince more people to join our plots. You know what? Oh my god, he actually did. Your Spy Master, Valon Powdran, has been murdered. That noble seems to be investigated. Lord Paramount Rob of the North seems reasonable to be behind this, but I have no proof. He's an honourable man, like his foolish father. Maybe he didn't actually kill him dead, but I have a feeling, he wants bloody vengeance. I don't even think the most honourable guy would... Oh, shit, we just pissed off Lord Roger as well. Oh, and Hoster Tully. What, because he caught us trying to kill Sansa? Oh, God, I feel like we've got real deep into the intrigue this time. I'm really glad that we're getting a bit more involved in the world. It feels a lot cooler. So what do we need then? We need a new Drunkard Spy Master. This can't go wrong. Oh, nice. He actually succeeded this time. Are those symbols runes? Oh, God, not those symbols runes I've heard so much of. Okay, so we want to send you to Last Hearth, correct? It's for 93.4. Oh, come on. Again, 93.4 for the second time. What's annoying? I've got to write another book then. I'm sure this won't take long. Thank you, Aya, for giving us more book abilities. Oh, we also got a pet cat, by the way, called Poppy. I forgot to mention that. Why are we leading troops? No, don't do that. No, resign as commander. Absolutely not. Let's also forbid him from leading troops as well. What was I doing here? Let's go see if there are any other Starks we can prune. Plot to kill, 168%. Brandon Stark. What have you been doing, naughty little Bran Stark? Loan taken, average military ruler. He's arbitrary. He's arbitrary, and he's the ruler of all of Harrenhal. Lots of vassals there. Like, lots and lots of vassals. Oh, you absolute fool. Okay. Join me. Walder Frey wants in. We've teamed up with Walder Frey. We've teamed up with Ramsay Bolton. All the Stark killers are wanting on board with this. This is cool. Have some maids dispatched. Get in here, Walder. Get in here, Otho. Get in here, Holstein. Okay. No one else. 169%. Nice. What have we not got yet? Have we got some medicine study? I don't know why I'm going for... There's not really much point anymore to going for separate chains. Sorry, links in the chain. When you get 10 links, you can write yourself a book. So anyone that we pick now... Sorry, you can write the theories, not books specifically. I need to be very careful about how I phrase it, because obviously we've got so many different things that are quite similar. But we can write our theorem papers, which in turn gives us more learning, which means we can obviously go and open our studies. Yeah, what have we not got? And then when we choose 2 links are the same, we can upgrade our base... Our not base education, but our specialization, I think is the word they use. We don't have medicine yet, do we? Nope. Alright, let's go for that then. And that is our 10th link in our Maester's chain, which I think is kind of appropriate for George. Okay, how are we looking with that plot? 169%. Good luck. We're going to piss off to the... Oh, get rid of this guy. We're going to piss off to the Citadel, and then no one will ever know. Oh, another 10%. That was it. Lysa? Lysa Genius. Lysa Martin. How about little Aya? Little Aya Martin, which I accidentally put... Hang on, sorry. Little Aya Martin. Trainer in Thrift? I mean, she's not going to be our heir either way unless we kill our firstborn, which is not really very considered cash money in this world. Maybe another etiquette kid. Marry off, get some alliances. We need alliances with minor lords, like not the super powerful ones, because of course we're going to be wiping out their dynasties, and it will give them a reason to want us killed. You know, if we're marrying off their kids, it gives them something to use against us, especially if it comes to war. They might launch a blood feud war. They already have one of our daughters prisoner, something like that. You know, there's a lot of trickiness here, which we want to go for the minor lords that are powerful enough to worth allying with, but not so powerful that they count as houses that we might end up assassinating members of. I might go for the Rift for young Aya Martin. Although, to be fair, maybe it would be best to always go for... Oh, we're at Citadel. Whatever. Maybe it'd be best to always go for the learning education. Brandon Stark's been in prison. No! But on his way to the prison, the balcony gave way. And now, Brandon Stark is dead. Eddard is gone. Aya is gone. Bran is gone. I can't believe House Stark of all houses are the person we're going to try and wipe out here. Of course, Loras Tyrell, how could I forget? Okay, another 2 learning. Excellent, we're up to 32 now. Fantastic stuff. Alright, we want to start trading that into... I think we probably want to start trading that into other stats again. Let's start going for some more intrigue. And we have ourselves a silver link, and that means that we can finally, with our 10 separate links, write theorem paper. 18 links means that we can hold a grand debate. Oh, there's also a chance of becoming ambitious from this. Stressed at this man's age, though. Make an extraordinary effort. I feel like it's not really in the... cards, is it? 10% chance of getting ambitious. I'm going to go for it. Equal chance of getting ambitious that we do as stressed, so I feel like it's worth the gamble there. But besides, stressed is really not super relevant. Your Septon Byron has been discovering charging money for various religious favors. Who'd have thought a Septon doing that? Chuck him in prison. If we chuck him in prison, he's unlanded, we banish him, we take the gold. Am I even allowed to do that? Exile, that's it. 101 gold, boom. So that might be what we need for building things like the Weird Butcher, for building all sorts of strange stuff. Now, we want to get the Weird Butcher. What do we need for that? Cannibal, Lunatic, Greedy, or Gluttonous. Oh, we can't do it anymore because we lost Gluttonous. Bollocks. Oh, that would have been really good because that obviously gives a crazy amount of, I mean, +4 tax and minus 10% morale of armies. George's power does not lie in his army morale. Private farms? Ugh. I guess we could do that. Tax income 0.2. Is there anything that gives any better tax than that? It really isn't, huh? Brewery gives +2 tax and +5% morale of armies, but it's $300 dues. Jesus. Stonemason, 450 gold. Oh, but the stonemason. Okay, so the stonemason has just actually hit me. It's very, very powerful. So when we build that, it gives a random province modifier. Well, I really love this mod, by the way. So well designed. It gives a random province modifier that affects your build cost and build time, depending on the skills of the current stonemason. It's a really cool idea. Skills of the stonemason and how fast the province grows. We might go with that. It's 450 gold, but it'd make everything else so much cheaper. We have a chance of things having a massive reduction, obviously more expensive as well. But it could allow us to grow very, very quickly. Banish him to the wall. Get out of here. So I think we'll try and save up the $450 dues. Plus, it means that if we have to do a bribe here and there, we can also work on that. Speaking of working on that, we have some more people to kill. Lord Rickon of Rickon Stark. What have these Starks done wrong? Everybody wants him killed. Okay, so we've got... Oh, there we are. Skills developed. Nice work. It seems a lot faster, but it's really, really not. The only reason it seems faster is because the actual game itself is running faster. I need to get that into my head. That really things are no different here. Obviously, I haven't changed the mod at all. Nothing else is going on with the Maester's change or anything like that. It is just the fact that that somewhat buggy mod has been removed. Oh, we don't care about Ramsay Bolton anymore. I'll write about his deeds. Ramsay is an arse. Seems appropriate. Oh! Already dead. And we got away with it? Oh, George. Oh, it's all coming up George now. Okay. Unlike Daenerys is being cut. No, I can't say that. Sansa. Let's kill her. 131%? What are they doing wrong? All of these Starks are just so fucked up. I mean, it probably helps that we've obviously gained a little bit more diplomacy. And it also helps that we've gained some more intrigue. But that wouldn't influence people to join the plot just in and itself. You know, they won't just join that because you got higher intrigue. That's entirely determined, as far as I know, by diplomacy there. So George is really just getting... We're just getting kind of lucky by some of these courtiers, I will admit. And again, speed is going faster, so no new courtiers are spawning in that have a high chance of things like opposite traits or being wronged randomly. So that's happened out quite a lot. Let's get the Spy Master in. 253% to kill Lady... Oh, right, it's because she inherited Harrenhal. Sorry, I'm being an idiot here. And the people in Harrenhal dislike all of the Starks for various reasons. Foreigners, they're all shit as well. The deceitful, fat Sansa with a naive appeaser. Absolutely no diplomacy, or... I mean, diplomacy not worth mentioning. This may be another start down. Sansa perished in the manure explosion. There is no trace of my complicity to be found amongst the rubble. This is too easy. We're annihilating them all. Okay. Turns out Harrenhal was the best thing we could have fucking asked for them to get. Oh my god, that's all of them. Jon Snow's dead. Sansa's dead. Arya's dead. Bran Stark's dead. Rickon Stark's dead. All that remains... Who the hell is that? Jarell Umber. His niece? And she inherited Harrenhal? Oh, we don't care about her. Although I imagine House Umber also count as targets for our nefarious deeds. Goodbye, Rob. 120% purely from our plot power. Bear in mind we were at 94.3 or whatever it was the last time. The Septon wants to join too. Get him in. 135%. Send the paper out. Then we'll also get... we will also get our Spy Master to help out. Send him to Winterfell. Kind of be dangerous here. Might also get him assassinated, but that's okay. We've become friends with Harris, Sansa's enemy. Harris Icemark. Oh, she was the one that killed Jon... He was the one that killed Jon Snow, right? Makes a lot of sense. I'm glad Sansa's gone, but we can make enemies with her one-year-old daughter. I was going to say, ways to be the bigger man, George, but George is the bigger man, so you know what? Let's become rivals with this tiny child. More symbol runes. More symbol runes for my fellow George. How much have we got now? 3,000. What can we do with that? We can use our specialization based on the link that we pick. Oh, wait, we have to have two of them. Right, I see. So the only one we can pick right now will be our... None of them? Oh, because we don't have any two links in any subject. Right, so next time they send us for a Maester chain, we want to obviously pick one that we're interested in being a specialization for us. What's more, we might also want to give it a few attempts, because obviously the first one will only give us the choice of 4 options. You know, they might all be relatively crap. We want the one that's, like, intrigue-based. I don't even know if there are any specializations that are remotely intrigue-based. Oria Martin. What about Shansha Martin, and then Etiquette to marry her off? I think that's always a worthy thing. Scully Writing's getting bollocks. Ruins in Tyrosh. No, I can't afford it. That one will do. We don't need the knowledge. The knowledge isn't going to change anything. Just spend the minimum amount of gold. Theorem paper is good, and we got the tome. Oh, wait. Wait, we got a link from that, really, for publishing a theorem paper. So what does this one do? Coin and arithmetic actually might be a really good idea. It just occurred to me we're basically building Peter Baelish. Marry a powerful noble with claims and connections. Build up a load of intrigue and realm. Or make it seem like we're obviously doing a secondary thing. Peter Baelish, like to whore people. We are studying the blade while he was having premarital sex. Sure, let's do it. Let's go for the yellow gold link. I think it's that... Whoa, it's also administrator. Hang on. Movement speed stewardship. Ah, shit. I mean, that is very good, but I think let's give it another chance. Ravenry strikes me as the one that could be the most useful. What would that give us is the real question. Raven... Is that like a Raven trait? Reset all? Ravenry? It's nothing to do with Ravenry. I'm not convinced with that one's quite the one we want to go for. 3 stewardship is not going to make a massive difference when we've already got 15. I think we'll wait until we get the option of more links in our chain. I'm going to decline that and hope they give us a mission to do the links in the chain instead. We can also, don't forget, write more theorem papers eventually. Bergenant again. It's not even repulsive anymore. It's not even repulsive anymore. Well, it is a little bit, but it's like I've just kind of accepted that this is just a disgusting event that is going to occur whenever George isn't studying his blade. Fellow member of the Citadel, Maester Mathis has been caught by Septon Normand and his knights. Is that something we have to worry about? Potentially being uncovered as an apostate? I bloody hope not. Right, our spy master died, or resigned, or something happened to him. We need a fresh one. Oh, look at that. It's Peter Baelish. And then George Martin. There's only 5 points in it. Let's go ahead and get a fresh one, though. Maria, you'll do. Of a new heir, your character will now play as Jamie Martin. We haven't killed Did we kill Jamie Lannister last time? Or did we, like, arrange for him to die, but we weren't directly responsible for it, from what I recall? Alright, we could have another Loras. Let's go for another Loras, seeing as we had a Loras last time. Loras, the ancient Egyptian god. There we are. Jamie... Oh. A lisp. A lisp? For our heir? Alright, whatever. That's a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it? Thrift. Oh, God. Diplomacy is probably not the best thing to... Seeing as he already starts with the negative... That's really annoying. Fine, whatever. We'll educate him, because we bear in mind we haven't actually educated another kid yet. Are we still away? Why can't we... Oh. Who the fuck are you? Clayton of Stokeworth? Piss off, Clayton of Stokeworth. Get out of here. Hang on, this is our liege. Just giving someone really shit. Someone really bad. No? Boros? No? Hostage of foreign power. Or you can just fuck off. How about that? I don't want to educate you. Assigned guardian. Someone in your court? How do I not educate this kid? Hang on. Can we just resign? They've forced us to educate him. I don't want to do this. I want to educate my own fucking kids. Piss off. Nope, they actually won't let me do it. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do here. Can I approach someone in his court and ask them to educate him instead? Like this guy. Assigned guardian. Nope, can't do it. I don't know how to get rid of him. Well, look, if you know how to get rid of him, let me know. I don't think I've ever had this issue in CK2 before. Oh, that's shit. Okay, well, I'll have to give our kid... There's got to be someone that can educate him pretty well. Daenerys is quick, which is something. Boros is pretty good. Brave, just. What am I educating him in again? Coin? Yikes, none of these guys are massively good. Just, gregarious, erudite, honest, blind. You know what? You'll do. That's okay. Wow. A massive plot twist here to end the episode on. Lord Paramount Robb Stark used his attendance of the feast in King's Landing to present a petition for justice before King Robert's court. He demanded justice for your supposed crimes against him, murdering everybody in his family, but King Robert saw through these thin accusations. That's what they are, thin absolutely, even though he knows for a fact that we murdered Eddard. King Robert believed your testimony and declared you innocent. He is wise and just, and that, my friends, is what you get for swaying Bobby B. Good acquaintance, plus 20. Also, Cersei died. Oh, man, that's tragic. Who's his new wife? Lawless. Random Lawless. Classic random Lawless. So has he got legitimate heirs then? Or will have legitimate heirs? Cool. Thank you for watching. The intrigue. The drama. More importantly, the speed 4. Actually working this time as the way God intended. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Big shout out to our insane top tier level patrons making the channel possible in the first place. If you guys want to throw me, I have an idea for how to do patron houses this time. If you guys want to throw me names ready for George and his many descendants, and more importantly, houses for your patron dynasties to flourish with. Throw me some names and I'll get those set up ready for future episodes. Thank you to Caden Carter, Jonah Waters, Fakuna Vasquez, Moses, Ninja Treevy, Archronx98, Gwen S, Crowskull, Necrophilin, Slippy Nips, Michael Mullen, Vacuous Backers, Sarabi, Silkworm, and everyone else at the Insanity Lovers on Patreon as well for their support in making the channel possible in the first place. Thank you guys for making this series and the mod and everything possible. Thank you as well to Vanilla Gorilla, Socrates, Void Prince Kibo, Damon, Mr. Awesome, Noobmeister, Matteo, Scorched S, Gabriel Van Ders, Irotha, Foosh, and everyone else at Patreon too. See you guys all tomorrow for the questionable adventures of George Riddle Ronald Martin.